Hi, hello, welcome back to Needs of Children. In this session, we are going to get more information about 9th standard history, chapter number 3, religious promoters and social reformers. Before we are going to get more information about this lesson, if you are watching for the first time our channel, please subscribe for more information. Let's come to the introductory part of the lesson, religious promoters and social reformers. As the period between 8th to 19th 13th century is a very important in the socio cultural history of India, because during the same period Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya and Madhvacharya, who are the founders of three Vedic religions, were living in India. Dvaita, Advaita and Visishtadvaita are the three major philosophies also came into existence the time duration between 8th to 13th century. Basaveshwara of Kalyana, he was also declared social revolution against the caste and gender-based discrimination during in this time. In order to achieve this ideal situations, the three acharyas as well as Basaveshwara preached all the people to surrender to the God, irrespective of caste, creed and the richness. They received the society through Bhakti Marga. So let's come to the what are the very important contributions has been provided by three acharyas as well as Basaveshwara. Among that, Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya, his famous philosophy is known as the Advaita. His philosophy is called as Advaita philosophy. Shankaracharya was born in the village name called as Kaladi. It is located in Kerala, in Nambudari Brahmin family. So he was born in Nambudari Brahmin family. His father was Shiva Guru and his mother Aryamba. Shankara was very intelligent at the age of 7 years. He had mastered all the scriptures. He learnt Vedas and the Puranas from the teacher named called as Govinda Bhagavat Pada. His guru known as Govinda Bhagavat Pada. As Shankaracharya studied the Upanishads and Brahma Sutras in depth and propagated his philosophy is known as Advaita philosophy. So that, dear students, to remember very easy the philosophy which was advocated by Shankaracharya, that is Advaita. To remember for you, remember as SA, like summative assessment. So that is summative assessment, Shankaracharya, Advaita philosophy. That is very easy to remember his philosophy as SA, Shankaracharya, Advaita philosophy. Then what's the main very important highlighting point of the Shankaracharya Advaita philosophy? According to Advaita philosophy, which was propagated by Shankaracharya, Brahma is the absolute truth. The rest of the whole world is false. The soul is one with Brahma and the life is not separate from Brahma. So that is has been taught by Shankaracharya through his philosophy named called as Advaita philosophy. And further he is giving the concept about that Advaita philosophy. The word is Maya. According to Advaita philosophy, Shankaracharya is describing that the entire word is Maya. Brahma is the absolute truth. So people are ignorant. As usually, if what we are seeing, the word it is visible to us. So we will as usually agree that what we are seeing. Brahma we cannot see. So we will agree that Brahma is no. But according to Advaita philosophy, he is mainly highlighting that the entire world is Maya and Brahma is absolute truth. And they are not aware, people are not aware about illusionary nature of the world. So they are also aware that Brahma is only the truth, that according to Shankaracharya's Advaita philosophy. Hence, we should go on the path of knowledge and realize the nature of the world. As we are go on the path of knowledge, so really we will get to know about what the concept of Shankaracharya's Advaita philosophy. Ultimately, we should get moksha or marga. So that is our Atma has to be merged. Our soul merge with absolute truth. That is Brahma. So Brahma only then we can attain the moksha or liberation. So in this manner, Shankaracharya taught the path of knowledge. So as he is going to be continued the part of teaching his philosophy that the human soul has no separate existence, and he expressed this the fact in the phrase of Aham Brahmasmi. The concept he gave that Aham Brahmasmi. He declared that Brahma is absolute truth. So that Brahma or it has no qualities, no features or no shape. So that he is explaining in his own words like Nirguna, Nirakara and Nirvikara. So like that he is describing about the Brahma what he has believed. So that is the concept of Shankaracharya's Advaita philosophy. Let's come to the what are the works written by Shankaracharya. So Shankaracharya wrote the works like Shankara Bhashya, Ananda Lahari, Saundarya Lahari, Shivananda Lahari, Viveka Chudamani, Prabuddha Sudhakara, Dakshina Murti Stotra. So these are the important works which were written by Shankaracharya, and his famous hymn name called as Bhajagovindam. Bhajagovindam is the famous hymn of Shankaracharya. So Shankaracharya he travelled from Kanyakumari to Kashmir on his on his foot. He travelled from Kanyakumari to Kashmir on foot to propagate his Advaita philosophy. So in order to spread the message of philosophy, he established Pitas, that institutions. So while he was traveling, he established the Pitas or institutions that in all the four directions of the India. So that Shankaracharya gave Indian thinking in a new direction and inspiration, especially in the field of religious. And more importantly, Shankaracharya established the Pitas in four directions. Among that, they are Badri in Jyotirpita, Badri, so it is called as Jyotirpita, and the second one Dwaraka is at Kalika Pita, it is called as Kalika Pita, and Puri, it is called as Govardhan Pita, and fourth one Sringeri, that is in our Karnataka, that is Sharda Pita, and Kanchi, that is Kamakoti Pita. So these are the very important Pitas were established by Shankaracharya. So Pitas are institutions, all the four directions as well as in the middle of the India, Shankaracharya established. So this is about the concept of Shankaracharya, his philosophy Advaita, and as well as his important works. And next one more person named called as Ramanujacharya. So Ramanujacharya, his philosophy, his works, so his life. Let's come to the about Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya was born in Sri Perambaduru near Chennai. He was born in Sri Perambaduru, that is near Chennai. Keshava Somayaji is father, and Kantimati was his mother. Kantimati is mother, and he studied Vedas and Upanishads at Yadava Prakash. His guru name called as Yadava Prakash. Yadava Prakash was his guru, and he studied in Kanchi, the famous learning center during those days. The famous learning center of the South India, that is Kanchi. Then he went to Sringeri and became the head of Mutt. So the reason behind this, one of the Chola ruler who was the Shaivayitas started torturing, that is torturing to the Ramanujacharya, so that he was invited by Bittideva of Karnataka, Hoysala ruler. Bittideva of Hoysala ruler invited Ramanujacharya. He said that later Bittideva accepted as he was requested. Bittideva requested Ramanujacharya to Sringeri, Srirangam, so that Bittideva later on days accepted Vaishnava tradition and became Vishnuvardhana. After accepting the Vaishnava tradition, Bittideva became as Vishnuvardhana. Ramanuja went to Melukote and built Cheluva Narayana temple, that is at Melukote. So Ramanuja had keen interest to show the path of salvation to the common people. So where he was stayed in Melukote. So his philosophy is called as Visishtadvaita. Ramanujacharya, the philosophy is called as Visishtadvaita. So Ramanujacharya philosophy is called as Visishtadvaita. Dear students, to remember very easily, that is the philosophy of Ramanujacharya Visishtadvaita, that is remember RV, like Ravichandran. So as a code word to remember very easily, as like Shankaracharya summative assessment, Ramanujacharya Ravichandran, that is his philosophy. So as his philosophy is called as the Visishtadvaita. What is according to Visishtadvaita, that is Ramanujacharya. According to this philosophy, Jiva, that means life, and Prakriti, that means nature, are under the control of Brahma. Soul or Jiva and Prakriti, nature, both are under the control of Brahma. Both Atma and Paramatma cannot become one simultaneously. We said that Atma and Paramatma cannot become one simultaneously. He said that word is expressed manifestation of the Brahma and the whole world is reality. So in order to achieve mukti, in order to get salvation, in order to get moksha, bhakti and prakriti, that is bhakti and prapatti, bhakti and prapatti, that means complete surrender to God, complete surrender to God are very important. So that is according to Ramanujacharya's Visishtadvaita philosophy. So Ramanujacharya mainly criticized the caste system and preached his teachings to all, and he taught them to stay away from the desires, to surrender themselves to will of God with the complete devotion. Like this, he advocated bhakti path for moksha, bhakti path, whereas Shankaracharya the path of knowledge, whereas Ramanujacharya thought that so bhakti for moksha, the path of bhakti. So whereas Ramanujacharya studied many religious texts and wrote many books, like which are the books which were written by Ramanujacharya, like Vedanta Sangraha, Vedanta Sara, Vedanta Deepika, Sri Bhashya and Gita Bhashya. So these are the very important books which were written by Ramanujacharya. He has given more importance and prominence to bhakti path. So in his very important book that is called as the Gita Bhashya, Gita Bhashya is a very important book of Ramanujacharya. Further days, Saint Ramananda and Raidasa of North India both were got influenced by Ramanujacharya thoughts and his philosophy. Similarly, the Aravidu and Tudava dynasties of Vijayanagara kingdom, they are also become the followers of Ramanujacharya and they accepted his philosophy name called as Visishtadvaita. And even like Shankaracharya established the Pitas or institutions, in the same way Ramanujacharya also established the Pitas. So where they are, which are those? Let's come to the, he established the famous Pitas based on the Sri Vaishnavaism, that is in South India. Yatiraj Mutt, that is at Melukote and Sri Perambaduru. Whereas Parakala, that is name called as the Brahmatantra Mutt, that is at Mysuru. And then Ahobala Mutt, that is Ahobala, Gunturu district, that is in Andhra Pradesh. Anandavan Mutt, that is in Srirangam. And then Vamai Malai Mutt, that is at Suchindram. So these are the famous mutts which were established by Ramanujacharya. So this is about the two important acharyas, Shankaracharya and then Ramanujacharya. And in the next class we are going to get the two more very important personalities, that is Madhvacharya and Basaveshwara. So until, keep watching my channel. So thank you and give the like and comments about this video. Thank you and see you in the next session. Bye bye.